We continue our coverage of the 2016 general election campaign with a candidate for Douglas South. He is David Fowler. He's 48, self-employed businessman, single, lives in Douglas. He gives us his interests: politics, wildlife, science, investing and prehistoric history. He's an independent candidate. Good morning, Mr. Fowler.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Your business experience, where's that been?
Well, I've been self-employed all my life, doing a landscape gardening firm, basically. Yeah.
You've been planning this foray into national politics for some time. In fact, you rang us up on Manx Radio Talking Heads in December and then said that you were planning to enter the election contest this year.
Yes, that's right. I've been thinking about it for the last few years that I'd like to give it a go, you know, and try and change things and make the island better.
Well, it leads me on to my next question. Your manifesto suggests a vote for you, quote, would produce a better future. How?
Well, I would make efficiencies, you know, save.
Where would you make efficiencies?
Well, for a start, we could run the airport on commercial lines.
Well, privatise it. Or corporatise it. Privatise it.
Corporatise it.
Right.
Which would save about £2 million a year alone just doing that. So if I was elected, I could save at least that. And there's other ways as well, like using government staff, managerial staff, instead of hiring expensive consultants.
So, well, they're used anyway at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah,
Would you agree there are some areas which you need expert advice from outside?
Yeah, some you would, but some you could get away with. But also growing the economy. We could have a theme park here, like a Legoland or something.
What would be the theme?
Well, I don't know. That would have to be debated. But something similar to a Legoland that's in, you know, down in the south of England.
You have what you describe as tenacious grit,
yes,
which is a phrase I've not heard before.
Yeah.
So you're the man for tough decisions.
Yes.
If a decision had to be taken, you feel you could take it.
I could take it, definitely.
No matter if the public jumped up and down and said,
even if it wasn't popular, I would do what was right, you know, what was best for the island and the people.
Low internationally competitive rates of corporate and personal tax, even in the face of a gathering mood at the moment for corporate tax advantages and doing away with them. You'd stand up and fight and say the Isle of Man would keep its position on
I
this.
think it should be kept at zero, the corporation tax. You know, I mean, if you start putting corporation tax up, how do you know the companies that are here aren't going to move somewhere else? You know, it holds the economy together, the low taxes, you know.
You're against reducing the drink-drive limit, quote, as it could criminalise responsible people who enjoy the odd pint or glass of wine.
Correct.
People who are victims who'll be involved of drink drivers probably would disagree with you, wouldn't they?
Not really, because, I mean, if people want
Well, I hesitate to say not really. I think they probably would if they'd been involved in an accident.
I don't know, because people who want to drink go over the limit anyway. Your average person...
So let them on the roads?
No, I'm saying your average person would go into a pub or a restaurant and maybe have a pint of beer. Under the current law, they'd be legal. If they change the law, that would be borderline and it could criminalise them.
So a good idea would be to say no drink at all if you're driving?
Well, what would that do to the economy? People wouldn't go in pubs and restaurants and things anymore because they'd be too frightened to lose their licence.
You feel that health and safety and data protection is strangling business. That sounds like personal experience. Have you come across this? Is this the reason you're angry about it?
Not me personally, but I just feel in general from what I've read in the media and things that a lot of businesses are having to spend a lot of money adhering to sort of unnecessary red tape, you know.
And a yes and no answer, because we're drawing to the end of a publicly elected legislative council. You think that's a good idea?
Yes.